All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday. There we are.
There we are.
It's Wednesday, 7 p.m. on the East Coast, 4 p.m. on the West Coast, 1 a.m. over there, the other side of the pond, and whatever time it is over on Australia, because I see Darren's in the chat. This is the Death Rattle Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Remark from Horror Sucks, and with me, my co-host, Mr. Kanan Becker, Mr. Ghost Pirate Entertainment. What's going on, bud?
What's up? Oh, not a whole lot. It's a very blah day.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you. Like, I'm just feeling kind of lethargic today. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm having to like push myself to get shit done, whereas normally I'm always working, you know what I mean? Always doing shit. So,
yeah.
But
yeah,
like you were saying before we went live, like you're getting over a little something, and I think I might be getting over a little something too. Like,
yeah, if you can't tell,
mine's mostly lack of sleep. Like ever since New York, man. Yeah, your voice definitely feels.
Mine has to do with.
Sounds a little rough.
I think mine has to do with lack of sleep as well. But I've been getting over a little something. I'm probably gonna mute my mic a couple of times so that I can cough. I've been having this like tickle in my throat that I just can't get rid of. But anyway,
that's not fun.
I want to say hi to everybody. Diddy's in the chat. Yo, Diddy, what's up? B Movie Theater says, let's go chat. Smiley's in the chat. What's up, guys? Heather's in the chat. Hey. I said we saw Darren from Australia. Casey's in the chat. Hey, Casey, what's up? Jobit, good to see you. Otaku's in the chat.
Yeah, Australia is a day ahead of us. So
what's up,
I never
Stephanie?
remember what time it is there. I just know that they're like a full day ahead.
He said, Darren, what time did you say it was over there?
I think it's like morning time.
Yeah.
But tomorrow.
Well, anyway, Al's in the chat. He says, oh, this is going to be good. 0 to 100 in seconds. I don't know what that means.
What?
I don't know.
I'm confused.
I don't know. B Movie Theater says, finally watch Good Boy Vicious Together, The Long Walk, VHS Halloween, and Shelby Oaks. I've been busy.
Nice. Yeah,
Good
they're
movie.
all streaming now. They just added Shelby Oaks yesterday.
It's 12 a.m., Diddy says, across the pond. So not 1 a.m. Oh, it's 10:33. Really? You guys are, wait.
That's what I'm saying. It's in the morning.
But 33?
Or
aren't the minutes always on time? They're off by minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that. Maybe it is.
No, it's 10:05.
Your time's all your time is all weird, man.
It's 10:05 a.m. there, Darren. Stop drinking.
Okay, because that's what I was thinking. Because I know I've talked to people in Australia before, and it's like when it's like where if I talk to people in the UK right now, it's like late at night, like 1 a.m. But Australia, it's like morning time. So I always remember,
Prop Dude says, blame the magnetic field flipping. Did that actually happen? B Movie Theater says, here to talk about movies and boobies. B Movie Theater. B Movie Theater filling in for Mr. Wonderful. Al says, no shade.
I just watched a movie that had boobs. I think I'm trying to remember what I just watched that had boobs in it.
You couldn't remember? It must not have been very good.
I don't know. It's funny. Like, it just feels weird now. It feels like movies are like, I don't know, like movies that should have boobs in it, like where it just feels naturally like it should be in it. Not like in a gratuitous way, but just simply should be in it. They're not. Like, it was one thing I really appreciated about the movie Together. Because like Together, it would have been weird if like at the end when all the, not to spoil it, but at the end, I didn't say, but like at the end, it would have been weird if you didn't see them both naked. You know what I mean?
Well, right. Al says no shave November.
But that's
DJ?
what I mean. Like in the movie. What was I just thinking of?
I don't know. I want to talk to Al. I want to address Al's no shave.
I think it's Match or one of those movies where I'm like, what?
It is not no shave. I've been working on this mustache
every day.
I've been working on this mustache for a couple of months.
Well, I think he's talking about this.
I actually shaved this down. I shaved this down. This was longer.
Yeah.
I know,
but it looks like a stubbly kind of thing.
Good. That's what I'm going for.
So I think he was thinking you had like a shadow. You know what I mean?
No.
Like the mustache has obviously been going for a while. You have an even thicker mustache than I do. Like that doesn't
Nettie
grow
said,
overnight.
well, and that's, you know what? That's the one genetic quality from my family that I am very happy to have. I am never going to go bald. Knocking on wood. I am never going to go bald.
Yeah.
And my hair comes in thick. I have thick hair.
Yeah.
It's my German and
Not me.
English my German and English ancestors.
As you can see, like my beard is fairly thin.
Your camera quality is not very good.
Today, I know.
Sorry, I'm just letting you know
what's going on with it.
Trying to look at your beard.
No, I know.
See? Quality's not awesome.
No, I know. I was struggling with this earlier. It's something to do with my lighting is part of it too. Are you talking about my reception?
Yeah. You look all blocky. You look like.
Are you talking about my reception or?
You look like you're streaming in 240p or something.
All right. Well, I just put my Wi-Fi in the window. See if that helps.
Thank you, Gaston. I appreciate it. Says the Nosferatu mustache looks good.
It's like super cloudy here.
Unfortunately, I am not hanging dong. I have pants on, so sorry to disappoint.
I am just underneath my pants.
Let me see here. Livewire says
I caught. Make it any better?
Nope. We'll just give it a minute. Livewire says I caught Frankenstein in theaters thanks to your recommendation. I did not get a chance to see it in theaters. I'm pissed, but I watched it on
It's
Netflix.
in theaters, dude. You just needed to drive.
It's not around me. It's just not around me. It is not in Florida. I'm not driving to Orlando. I'm sorry.
Because it's still playing near me, but it's like a 45-minute drive. But
I'm not driving to Orlando. That's 2 hours away. It's nowhere in Jacksonville or Jacksonville proper.
I would have drove 2 hours. Dedication, dude. But you did see it. You did see it.
I did see it. Al says Midnight Meat Train. Love that movie. It's a great movie.
Hells yeah.
That's like, says your glasses are very ska punk, Kanan.
Yeah. I know. I need to get a new prescription in them because I can't. They're not helping much. They help a little, but
Guten Tag, Tenderloin wie geht's?
My other glasses are better, but they're out in the car. These ones look cooler though. Like I like the design better.
Bryce says it is exactly 11:06 a.m. in New South Wales, Australia.
Man, I'm missing New York, dude. I was only there a day, and I've honestly been thinking ever since I got back about how I can move there. Like I loved it that much.
Darren says it's 10:37. All right, Australia is a crazy country.
Did you look up online?
No, I'm just taking Darren's word for it. He's an Aussie. He's a fucking kangaroo. He knows. Diddy says here in the UK we grow mustaches for charity of cancer and call it Movember. Movember?
Yeah, there's that. It's not just the UK. There's things like that everywhere. Dude, it's 11:11 in Australia. Like your clock is busted, dude. Like his clock is messed up. Because I'm pretty sure that Google knows what time it is. See, 11:11. It's not like the minutes change. Like the entire world, we're all based on the same time. It's just different hours. Not minutes.
Yeah. Otaku says, I still haven't seen Frankenstein. Feels overhyped for me at this point. I wouldn't say it's overhyped. I have thoughts. Dude, we'll talk about it. But
it's not going to necessarily work for everybody because of like the type of movie it is. Like I said to you, immediately, it's like a love letter to film. And so it's got that kind of romantic quality that like a lot of the classic movies kind of feel like. And so, like I've heard a lot of people be like, it's too slow. It's a slow burn, or it's too like Frankenstein is too much of a pussy. Like I've heard that a lot. And it's like, it just has a romantic kind of quality to it. It's not a true blue horror movie.
I wouldn't say
it's much more like a gothic.
I would.
No, I don't think it's slow burn either. But I think it's too slow for some people because it's kind of
I
got that
I thought it.
sweeping, romantic kind of pacing and flow.
I thought we didn't spend enough time with Victor in his story. I thought we blew through a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't think we got a lot of time with him to see.
Yeah, but you get more time with him than you do the monster.
Right. I know. That's why.
That's the tricky thing about it. Is it
right?
Honestly, it should have been 3 hours.
One of my
it's one of those rare movies where I'm like, it could have been longer.
No, it couldn't. No, it could. The time could have been spent better. That's what I think.
Maybe.
I think the time could have been. It didn't need to be a 3-hour movie. Friggin' no 3-hour movie other than maybe.
But when does it lag?
Arabia and what's the other Ben-Hur? Like those movies, yes, require that.
Yeah,
time.
and I feel like it could have been that type of movie where it's more, especially because you tell the story from both the monster and Victor's perspective. I feel like it could have had that more epic, like it is one that could have went for that 3-hour thing.
I also
because when does it drag? It doesn't drag anywhere. There's never a point in the movie, I don't think, where it's where it drags.
I don't think it drags. I don't think it drags. I think the time could have been better spent. I didn't.
So okay. So what part of Victor's story do you feel like should have been elaborated on more?
Well, I think they could have. I think they could have cut his childhood. I don't think that was.
I think we needed that because you don't get a ton of it anyway, but you get enough of it to like get to understand why he is obsessed with death. You need
sure
that. That's his motivation.
Yeah, I guess I just
and it's the relationship with him and his brother.
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't spend. It's not like that much of the movie that it's like only the first maybe 10 minutes. That's his childhood. Like it's not like they spend a long time on it.
Yeah, I just again I understand.
But that's why I was asking, where do you think they should have expanded on?
I would have liked to have seen more of Christoph Waltz's character. I would have liked to have seen that as more part of the plot, and I would have liked to have seen a betrayal because this movie.
So that is one of my. I don't want to say issues, but one of my things that I think is his character, Christoph Waltz's character in general, is like he's added because he's not part of the book and he's not part of any of the other movies. So it's like, what is the point of him? It doesn't. He doesn't really do anything. Like he's interesting, kind of, but like you said, they don't expand on him enough. So it's not like there's not enough of him, but there's still enough of him where it's like. He's here, but what's the point of him being here?
Right. And so
like just as a financier, well, you didn't need that. He didn't,
I've only ever read Frankenstein once in high school. I have not read it again. So I'm not sure exactly what liberties were taken. I know that character was added. I'm pretty sure
that's the main thing.
I'm pretty sure Elizabeth was different. I did not like
she
Elizabeth
dies
in this movie.
Elizabeth is she's quite a bit different in the book, and she is also killed.
I did not like her in this movie. I know that she was
the monster kills her in the book.
I know that she was supposed to be this yin to Frankenstein's yang, and like for his greedy obsession is supposed to be her benevolent what's the word I'm thinking of? Mercy, I guess.
But that's my second.
She just came off as this know-it-all kind of I'm so morally good and have the correct perspective on everything, and we don't know why. Nothing's explained. And so
that's what I was gonna say. That is where, because I felt like her having this infatuation, almost like she's in love with the monster sort of thing.
Yeah, that was also
felt
weird.
very well, it was from what? You literally meet him one time.
She immediately
puts a split second.
She immediately puts Frankenstein in check, which is not a good way to introduce a character to have us be sympathetic to them. So when she does that, already I'm like, okay, we're starting off on the wrong foot. And then she just does everything right all the time. And then spoiler
especially
alert.
Because she had spent all this time with Frankenstein, right? Like they showed like a time lapse sort of thing of them going and doing all these things together, and enough so that he falls in love with her, right? But yet she meets the monster for like literally what they show is like a fraction of a
Yeah, it's
second.
like 5
Like they don't
minutes.
even have much of a conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and she
and then
completely
but that is
understands
enough
him.
for
She
her to
completely yeah, like, it's like, no, she doesn't. Oh, I like this.
ready
I
to
like
run off with him when she sees him again.
well, and she was ready to do that with
I
she
can't
was in,
read it.
like,
What
this
does it say?
weird
What did that say?
flirtationship with Frankenstein. I'll bring it back up in a second. But she's in this, like, weird flirtationship with Frankenstein, and then finally is just like, "No, never mind, I'm gonna marry this guy." Why? Who knows? He seems also kind of useless, the
Yeah,
brother.
that's another change I don't really get. That's another change I don't really get. What's the point of the brother and the brother marrying her? Like, why not just do it the way it is in the book where she is Frankenstein's wife?
Yeah.
Like, why not just do that? Like, I don't understand why he didn't have Frankenstein be with her in this, and yet he has her with the brother. Like, the whole, it just felt like added on stuff that you didn't need to do. And I didn't really see what the, like, I don't know. Because I feel like the changes, a lot of the other changes that he did make were really great. Like, I love all the Antarctic stuff, with the
Yeah,
ship
I
and
mean,
the
that was a good
captain and
way
like the
to
look
have
of
the
all
story
that.
told.
Like, all
Yeah,
of that was really cool.
so Tenderloin Stew says Walt's only purpose seemed to be to explain where Victor got his funding. They could have just said Victor's wealthy. I mean, yes, we saw that he
Yeah,
came from a wealthy
that's what I'm saying.
family.
Or even just have him, but you could have had him and just like literally like a 2-second conversation. He meets this guy and he's like, "I'm willing to fund you." Done. You know what I mean? He didn't. It was like he was brought in enough that he felt like he needed to be there for a reason, but you just never got that reason. Like they
Yeah,
could have had it a really brief interaction where it's like, this is his benefactor, done. Like you didn't need to have him feel like he was a part of the movie, and then all of a sudden he's like, don't really have any reason to be in the movie.
yeah. I
But
think
I loved the look of stuff, especially
it was gorgeous.
the
The set
castle thing,
design,
man. That was so
costumes, the
cool.
makeup, the effects, I mean, everything about it was a gorgeous film. I'm pissed I didn't get to see it in theaters, despite not
Yep.
wanting to drive 2 hours. I'm pissed about that, but just story wise, like I just felt myself just kind of
Yeah,
being like,
it looks
okay,
amazing, especially if you could see it on like a big XD screen or IMAX. I didn't get to see IMAX because it's not playing near me in IMAX, but I saw it on an XD screen,
yeah,
and that it's pretty breathtaking like that. But yeah, I mean it's going to be in my top 10, I think, at the end of the year, but it's not a perfect movie either.
yeah.
But
All right, well, that's our
it,
little
it,
chat
it was
on
very
Frankenstein.
moving. It was very moving to me. Like the monster in this
Dude.
is way more sympathetic, and like I felt so much more for him
Oh,
than any
that's
other.
another thing. How long was he living with that family undiscovered? Like I was starting to not believe that. Like I know what they were doing, but like
It had been like over a year.
there's no way that he is not discovered that entire time. There's no way. Like
It was
something
a
like an
year because
accident
you
or
see the
something.
seasons. You say the seasons come all the way around, so it was like a year.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, I don't know about this, but like I
Well, no,
like
it
that
was
they
longer
were.
than that. It had to have been multiple years. Look how long his hair got.
Yeah, yeah. But that scene with the blind old man, that always gets me. That's a great scene.
Yep.
It's great for character. Like that there is great for character study.
And the way it
Um,
was done in this, I like that he expanded upon that a little bit more in this
yeah,
one than they did in the original movie.
yeah.
Like the relationship with the old man. It also, I liked it because it makes sense on like, because you're like, how did he learn to talk? Like you have to give him a way to be able to talk and be able to like, be a full-fledged human. Cause like, how would you survive if he just stayed wild? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like, so I
it's like
like that they showed that that's how he was able to survive.
it's just like some of the look. I don't want to get too into the weeds about it. I'm still writing my review on it. It's just I'm not sure this was. I'm not. I think I was expecting more from this, and I just didn't get it. Despite how great it looks, I was really expecting just like a really faithful and well adapted story of Frankenstein, and I just don't think I got this. I think there was way too much too much change in it that was unnecessary, like too much unnecessary change. Other like and the only one I can really compare it to is Lord of the Rings, where all of the changes that Peter Jackson took in that film were all very they were very creatively logical, and it made sense for the story to remove and add the things that they did. And they even removed a lot of the things that they added because after watching some of the cuts, they were like, yeah, this doesn't work. And I just don't think that this happened for Frankenstein. And so I'm trying to writing a review for this is going to be hard. Like, it's going to be
That's
hard
kind of
because
how I feel. That's kind of how I feel about the Running Man. Because like the Running Man is super faithful to the source material from what I know. I haven't read it, but like from everything I know, it's really faithful, and yet it's still, I don't know, it just was missing something. It just didn't, like, I wanted to love the Running Man, and like I can't figure out why I didn't. And it
yeah,
seems like that's kind of what everybody's saying. Is they're like, it's good, it's entertaining, but like for some reason we didn't love it and we don't really know why. It's
yeah.
like it's the budget, like the look of it is incredible. Like the cast is all great. Like, I mean, it just doesn't quite, I don't know. See, whereas I did love Frankenstein.
What's up, Jamal?
Like, I'm not saying there weren't problems with it. Like I said, I had some problems with a few things, especially on reflecting. Like out of the theater, I was blown away by it. But then as I've reflected on Frankenstein, over the last few weeks, I definitely have a few little things here and there. And I agree with you to an extent. It's like a lot of the changes just were almost like changes for the sake of changes, but didn't really feel motivated by anything. It didn't really feel like they didn't make the movie better,
Right.
So it's kind of like,
I didn't
like
think it
I feel
enhanced
like,
the story at all.
yeah. So like it almost feels like he was just trying to make some changes to make it his own, which is cool. But like I feel like he could have just done that with the look alone. You know what I mean? It just,
Right. Yeah.
but
Because
but at the same
the
time,
Franken
some of the changes are really cool. Like I said, like the Antarctic stuff, all that is really cool. And the fact that you hear the story from both perspectives, I think that's really cool.
yeah.
So I mean, some of the changes were really good, but just some of them felt like, why?
I thought most of them they didn't really land. All right. Do you want to move on to this to some controversy?
Sure.
You want to talk about some controversy?
What controversy?
Do you know who Tilly Norwood is?
The name sounds familiar. Why can't I place that? Who is that?
Meet AI actor Tilly Norwood.
Oh yeah, Tilly Norwood. Yeah.
And why
This is
are
old
Hollywood
news,
stars-
man.
October 1st.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks old. No, it's over a month old. It's November, dude.
It's
That's
still
6 weeks
news.
old.
It's
I know,
still
but it's
news.
6 weeks old. I know. I just said it was old news. I didn't say it wasn't news. I said it's old
Well,
news.
I want to talk about it.
Yes,
because-
but before you go and say things, because you obviously haven't looked that much into this or you wouldn't be bringing this up. It's not really true, because this whole thing is based on that supposedly she's getting this contract and all this shit to work in Hollywood, this AI character. But if you look into it, and people have at this point, the contract is simply with the guy who created it. So it's just a horseshit thing that some dude created the story to kind of try to promote his brand. So like the company that is signing her to the contract,
it's a girl.
yeah,
Elaine
it's the same.
Vandervelden is a girl.
No, I know, or yeah, whatever. The person that did it's their company. So it's bullshit. Like it was all just really just made to try to get hype behind. And she's the same one that is making the pop star one too, that has like a song that's charting. And then when people looked into that, they realized, well, that's kind of bullshit too, because yes, it's charting, but it's charting on a ranking that nobody gives a fuck about, and it's not really. So it's like a lot of these things. It's not fake news, but it's like it's drummed up for publicity and controversy.
Sensationalized news.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, so the creator, you're saying that the creator, Dutch comedian Elaine van der Velden, Elaine,
Yeah.
Eline. How would you Elaine?
Yeah.
Van der Velden.
I don't know.
So you're saying that she's trying to get that the contract is for her, that the agency, the talent agency contract is for her, not for Tilly.
Well,
It
no,
says
the contract agency is actually her company. Like she's a stakeholder in the company. Like that's what's kind of like you have to do a little research and figure out. And that's what a lot of people didn't realize, and the story blew up. That's why I said this is like a kind of old story. It was like a big deal in October. Everybody was because it at first it was like it's this huge story, and everybody's like, it's the end of the world. You know what I mean? Like fucking Hollywood is signing AI created characters to contracts and whatever. And then when people did a little research, they started realizing like, oh shit. So the same company that she basically owns, or at least is a stakeholder in it, is the same company that's signing this AI character to a talent agency. Like that talent agency is the same thing. It's her fucking company, basically.
where
So
did you get that?
It's not a real. Tons of YouTubers. There's like it's been well documented at this point. Like if you look, like there's like Penguin Zero did a story on it. But I was just watching a thing today. Santano or Fantano, the YouTuber, and he was talking about the latest thing with this whole AI pop star singer, and now there's a country one, and all these people are creating these AI songs and shit, and like they're claiming that it's charting, and so everybody's freaking out, and like this country song is now charting and top America country charts and blah blah blah. But then when they research it, they realize like, yeah, kinda, it is a Billboard chart, but it's also like a digital blah 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 chart. So it's kind of like where an AI song would be. So it's kind of like saying it's the best of the AI songs. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's not like saying that it's necessarily above other regular people songs. I don't know. It's just like you said, sensationalism. And I get it. And people do need to be making a big deal out of this because we cannot let AI take people's jobs. You know what I mean? Like this can't, but it won't happen. Like Hollywood is going to try, Disney's going to try, they're going to do what they can. But then the reality is people are not going to support it. And so it eventually is going to be like taboo. It's like, did you hear the whole thing that happened with Coca-Cola where they're late? Because every year they do a Christmas commercial.
Yeah.
And this latest Christmas commercial they did for this year, it's like, they said it's not all AI generated, but it's mostly AI. Like if there's any not AI in it, I don't know where, because it's like it's slop. It looks like shit. And everybody just like is hammering Coca-Cola to the point where they removed the commercial, like they're not airing it now. And like, yeah, the CEO had to come out and make a statement and like,
I have not seen this
it's
AI.
not all AI. So, well, no, they pulled it, like it aired it for a little bit, but like the point is it's not going to fly just because people are getting too upset about it. And so it's not going to be worth the money you might save to piss off people so much. You know what I mean? It's not worth it.
Well, Hollywood's been pissing off audiences for the last 10 years. I can't see them changing course right now. So like,
yeah, but money is what it comes down to. It's all about money. And if it makes you lose money because you look so bad, it's not going to be worth the risk. And that's what we're seeing happen. Like
Diddy said,
even the tiniest little movies, if something comes out, it was AI about it, the movie gets canceled. like
Yeah.
like the whole VHS Halloween. There's one segment in the movie where there's one AI image, and it wasn't even the filmmaker's fault. They literally just bought a stock image or like one of the images from one of those websites.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Epidemic Sound where I get my audio from, and
Yeah.
that I think it was Adobe, and Adobe said that these are all human made, and so like they had like an intern, so to speak, just grab an image. It was just like a background kind of image, and it turned out it was AI, and so like they just drug them through the mud. The director had to come out and be like, we would have never used it if we knew it was AI. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like we saved money. We literally paid for the rights to use that image.
Right.
And like, that's what sucks about it is AI is just, it's getting through the cracks everywhere. And so it's not even about artists intentionally trying to use it. It's hard to get away from right now. It's everywhere.
Yeah. Diddy says hardly anyone goes to the cinema anymore. Too much money when you can stream for free in the net and pirate, etc. I don't think that's entirely true, Diddy. I think it's because movies just aren't as good anymore. I think people still
It's
go to the
not
theater to
true
watch great
because
movies.
we still see some movies fucking making shit tons of money.
Yeah, good movies.
So like,
well, most good
everybody's
movies
freaking out about this because October was like the worst.
It was the worst
in like
in
many
like 20
years.
years.
It was like
Yeah.
the movies were shit.
Yeah,
like
well, yeah.
I enjoyed
and the
like a
movies have
couple of the
been
horror
shit,
movies, but as far as
so
the
yeah,
like the
horror has
horror
been great
movies,
this year, but everything else is. I mean, like Tron flopped.
that's what
The
I was
other
gonna
one,
say. Like the
the other
horror
one
movies
flopped.
didn't do that
Like,
bad in October, but it's the big ones. Those are the ones that they flop. Dude, and even right now we're seeing because like if this was true, then Predator Badlands wouldn't be making the most any Predator movie has ever made.
well,
You know what I mean? Like people are still going to the theater. They just are only going out to see movies that are good.
Unfortunately, Predator Badlands had an 80% drop off and is now performing under projections. It had a strong opening weekend.
It doesn't matter. It
Nobody
went so
else
far
is watching.
above their projections opening week. It doesn't even matter. It made 80
No, it
million
didn't go that far above.
worldwide its opening weekend.
It didn't go that far
It
above.
made 80 million opening weekend. They expected it to make 20. It doubled what it was projected.
There it is.
And of course it dropped off because it went up against. I tell you all the time that these are not accurate.
Yes, they are. This is one of the most accurate websites. The numbers.com is one of the most accurate websites for box office data. Do not tell me. Like
it was projected to make 20 opening weekend and it made 40.
According to who? The projection's right here. The projection is right here. Like it started off fine. We're in the mid, and then look, here it is right here. Here's the week or
it's
week
way above.
Brother. Almost an 80% decrease in its second week. And it's just
a lot of movies drop off like that.
Not like this.
Yeah, but of course it did. It doesn't matter. It still made way more than it was expected to, and enough that it doesn't need to make more. It's still all profit.
Like
they didn't spend that much to make this movie.
I'm not sure. I am not sure.
It was like 20 million, I think. Either way, that's not my point. But also, it went up like
the budget was 105 million.
Of course,
this movie is not making
according
money.
To where? That's
according to.
Well, yes, it is because it made 80 million opening weekend.
Variety and Predator Badlands financial information. Production budget. Yeah, production budget. Hang on.
Okay, well, either way.
Production budget 105
I heard it was like between 20 and 40.
It's 105.
Yeah. Either way, it's still good. That was beside my point. It doesn't matter because there's still a lot of people going out to see it. Like, regardless if it's going to make money or not, my whole point was just that shows that people will still go out and see movies in theaters if they like them, if they're good, if it gets good or even decent word of mouth. That's still a lot of people going out to see it.
Predator needs to make $300 million to make a profit. Badlands needs to make $300 million to make a profit. It's not going to happen.
No, like 250, but
dude, brother. Okay, fine.
It doesn't matter. That does not matter. That is not at all.
It does.
No, that is not what I was trying to say. Like, regardless of if it makes money or not, it made 80 million, which means opening weekend, which means a lot of people still went out and supported a movie at theaters.
Yes, they supported.
That was all I was trying to say. Like, because everybody's like, oh, Tron Ares, the reason people weren't going out to the theaters, and that's why Tron Ares bombed. It's like, no, Tron Ares wasn't good. That's why it didn't make, you know what I mean? That's why it didn't make money. Like, people will still go to the theaters. They just need movies that are
right. They need movies that are good. Yes.
Although I am surprised that The Running Man didn't do better, because it had a pretty bad opening weekend, right? Wasn't it like 17 million or something like that?
I don't know. Let me go to my shitty numbers website that doesn't
have projections. I still don't think that thing is always super accurate.
Dude, it's the most accurate. Between the numbers and Box Office Mojo, like, those are the only two websites that people are consistently sourcing for their financial information. So this is The Running Man.
Either way,
yeah, this
17 million, right?
This is performing under. This is pretty bad.
Wasn't it like 17 million that it made?
In its opening weekend, it made just about 17, 18, almost 19 million, I think.
Yeah, because they were expecting it to be like 20 and up, right?
So the projection was, the projection was just under 20.
Yeah.
And it's under, and it's performing under its projections.
Yeah. But even that, they were originally expecting it to do better than that.
Yeah.
But the problem is, like, Predator didn't do that bad, dude. It made another 13 million. That's not an 80% drop off. Okay. It went from 20 opening week to 13 second week. That's not that bad of a drop off, dude. Or no, was it 40, right? Okay, yeah, that is quite a bit. Even still, though, in a weekend that had The Running Man and Now You See Me, Now You Don't open up, dropping to 13 is not that bad. Not when those other two made 17 and 21. Like, it's still got a pretty significant slice of the pie for a second week.
Kay Deverman says they AI'd Carrie Fisher and Peter Cushing for Star Wars and Oliver Reed.
No, they didn't. Like, that's not AI, jackass. There's a difference between AI and CG. Computer graphics is not AI.
I mean,
dude, people, no, it's not. It's not even close to AI.
Dude, you say spell check is AI, so yes.
No, spell check is in a form. It is AI. Spell check is predictive.
CGI in a form.
No, it's not. No, it's not. CGI, computer graphics, it's literally a human being having to create things on a computer. It's like no different than drawing with a computer. No, it's not.
AI are human beings creating things on a computer.
AI is not. AI is artificial intelligence, which means it's predictive.
Not.
What?
Yes, but
it's an algorithm creating shit. It has nothing to do with people. Input.
Look, there are tools in After Effects that use algorithmic predictions. Like, have you ever played with particle effects? That's all AI. That's all algorithmic predictions.
It's not all AI. That's like saying Photoshop is AI.
It is.
No, it has tools in there that use AI elements, but it is not AI. If you're saying it's AI, then literally everything we're doing right now is AI. My phone is AI. The camera you're using is AI. because every technology we use at this point has
you said
versions, forms of AI.
when you
But saying
said
that Carrie Fisher, that was, dude, that is not AI. It was what's it called? Face replacements. That's not fucking AI. Like,
when
if
you
you
said
look at how that shit was done, it's like human beings working for tens of thousands of hours to create those images. I'm not saying you should love them. A lot of people didn't love the whole Carrie Fisher and the Luke Skywalker one and all the different ones that Star Wars have done. I'm not saying it looked good or that you should love it, but don't fucking call it AI. We need to get very clear delineation between the two, because there's a huge difference between hitting a button and having a computer create an image, or having artists spend thousands of hours to create something. Just because you're creating something with a computer does not make it AI.
you opened this can of worms when you said that spell check was AI.
It is
Spell
a
check is
form.
not
It is a
AI.
rudimentary form of the same technology that is what we like.
Okay,
Chat
then so
GPT
Then
is
so is
a
autocolor.
form of that.
Then so is autocolor.
Yes, that is.
So
It
so
is the
so
seed.
so Justin,
It is the
if you've ever
seed
used
of the
autocolor in
technology.
Photoshop, you're using AI. So
You're
I'm
using
not saying Photoshop
art.
is AI. I'm saying AI
You're using
is built
artificial
into all of these
tools.
Yes,
Yeah,
AI is built
Photoshop
into all of these
has tools,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm
it
saying.
is not AI. When
See,
someone says it was created with AI, that is literally hitting a fucking button. Don't cloud this thing. We
I'm
need
not.
to be helping people to understand. You are very much so clouding it, because that's
I
not
am
what you're
not.
talking about. That is not what you're talking about.
I like clear distinctions and definitions. I do not.
Yeah, and when someone says like the Coca-Cola commercials AI, that is not the same as it was made with CG. It's not. Nobody's got a problem. Everything uses CGI now. Like, you don't have to like it or not, but everything, everything on some levels are using CGI in movies, TV. Like, you're not going to find anything that is completely all practical. Even the lowest budget stuff uses some elements of CGI. But there's a huge difference between CGI and AI. When you're doing CGI, are there some tools that have AI in them that you're using? Yes. But it's a difference between saying, like, if you wrote a book right now and you used help from Chat GPT for spelling, grammar, whatever, or you just told it to write you a book. That's the difference. And it's a huge difference.
Diddy says AI doesn't involve people. Yes, it does. Try to AI cannot act on its own. It needs human input.
Well, it's programmed by people. It's just a fucking program. Like, everybody has this thing twisted where it's like this we should have never started calling it artificial intelligence.
It's not. It's not artificial intelligence.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. It's
literally just a program. It's no
yeah.
different than any other program we've been using forever. It is just predictive. Like, you're feeding it information and it's using an algorithm to spit out it's literally the same as the algorithm on Twitter, on YouTube. It's the same type of technology. It's just doing it in a different way.
Yeah.
Like the algorithm on YouTube is trying to take the input of what you like to watch and give you the best shows and stuff for what they think you want to watch from the input that you've put in.
Yeah.
Chat GPT is the same thing. You ask it a question and it's using an algorithm to put together the best thing you can come up with.
Not always right.
And so, like, it could write you an entire book, but it could literally write you an entire book right now on a subject.
No, it's after like Claude is the only one. Claude AI is the only one that's close enough to be able to write a coherent essay. You cannot get a full book with coherency from AI yet.
Yeah, you could. You'd have to do like chapter by chapter or whatever.
It still won't remember everything, even if it's little it's little like tags, it's little like save thing. Because what AI will do in the background is it will write itself a summary of what you've been talking about in order to remember.
I know.
But it only goes off of that summary. So your book.
But I'm not saying it could write you a book and store it. I'm saying it could write you a book chapter by chapter. You know, like if you write, you would still have to be, you know, working with it, but you could get a full book. You know, like if you were to be like, I want ChatGPT to write me a book on photography. You know what I mean? And you're like, okay, we're going to write a book together. I want the first chapter to be about blah, 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 you know, or even paragraph or page, you know, and it could ultimately write the whole thing. It isn't necessarily going to store the whole thing, but it'll, you know, and there are people out there that are basically doing that. Like scripts and shit that are mostly written.
That's terrible.
And you could tell stuff that is mostly written. It's just like,
do we want to watch a trailer? Because we got 10 minutes before I got to get out of here.
Yeah. What trailer?
This is a trailer for a movie called Herman.
Where'd you come up with that?
This is from Bloody Disgusting. It looked interesting. I could be completely wrong. But This is from Bloody Disgusting. It says Herman trailer, face the darkness in isolated cabin horror next month. Grizzled recluse's sanity is threatened by late night visitors in the trailer for Herman. The psychological horror thriller will be released on VOD December 2nd.
Oh God! Why are we watching a trailer for a straight to VOD movie?
Because we like to celebrate indie films on this channel, do we not?
If it was an indie movie of any note, it would have been in the zeitgeist prior to just being dumped onto straight to VOD.
Colin Ward and Lost and Grayson are in it.
You know, who?
Colin Ward from Mother's Boys and Lost and Grayson from VHS Halloween.
It's fine. We can watch it, but there is like 100 billion movies that fit into this category. If we watched, okay, I'm just telling you right now, it's probably not going to look very good.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll see, but yeah, it probably won't. All right, you ready? Oh my God.
It probably is something that Bloody Disgusting is producing.
All right, here we go.
Do you have?
Oh God, I hate it when it. Come on.
These fuckers better not copyright like that one kangaroo fucking movie. Like I still won't watch that movie or cover it because it pissed me off so bad that they copyright. I'm like, we're doing you a solid, you tiny little movie by promoting it, and then you copyright us for playing your trailer.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Do you have anyone who cares for you?
Not anymore.
I think maybe you've been alone too long, Herman. Is it forgiveness that you're looking for?
Who's there?
Sister Mary and Sister Josephine from the convent. Our Kara went out and lost teeth.
You've seen it.
It's here. What are you doing?
Way too dark.
I tried to warn you.
Oh man, that was not a good. That was
this
not a
looks
good.
Rough.
I
told you.
Was not a good.
Told you.
Do you have a phone I could borrow? Wow. Get out of my house. I'm not going anywhere. Don't open the door.
God, dude, this is rough.
He's from the dark place.
You're not well, Herman. Don't you
Even
see
the
that?
music, man. It's
I mean,
like,
You get this?
they didn't even spend money for epidemic sound for their music. Like this is like the most stock audio.
You don't trust anyone.
You! Look what you've done!
There.
Where the hell am I? Face the darkness head on.
Oh, that's cool.
Face the truth. I'm
I
coming
have no
out.
idea what this movie's about.
Yeah. I just don't know why Bloody Disgusting, like, I don't know. Like, I love Bloody Disgusting, but sometimes I wonder, like, because if you were to talk about every single movie like that, they would literally never, you'd be posting an article every 10 seconds of every day. because
Yeah.
like I get emails every day with movies like this, like dozens of them. And I just like, I got probably 4 already today, and like, I don't even respond. And I always feel shitty because I would like to cover everybody's little movie, but like, I can't even watch the trailers to them anymore. Cause I'm just like, I can't, if it isn't, it has to fit into a certain, there's that indie movie like layer. It has to get above that and like be at least at film festivals, or if it's a friend of mine, that's the only exception. You know what I mean? Like, because otherwise these micro budget, there's so many of them, and like most of them look like that, and it's, it sucks. It's hard to get past the bad acting and and all, like, because there might be a really good story there, and the director might be a talented filmmaker or whatever, but it's like, that's why I tell any filmmaker, don't have lots of actors in your movie. Like, have as limited of a cast as possible, because you're not going to be able to get like some super talented actors. It's like, if you're lucky enough to get like 1 or 2, focus on them.
Yeah. Jamal, we were talking about a little indie movie called Herman. We watched the trailer. That's all it was. Livewire says they mentioned The Dark Place. The lighting is intentional. B-Movie Theater says this looks bad, but I'd still watch it.
Then you'll watch you literally go to Tubi right now and could find 200 movies that are better than that you've never heard of. Like, there's so many of that. And like, I get it. There's tons of people out there making movies, but like,
John Perry says
can't talk about all of them.
Alrighty.
I wish I was AI, man. I'm tired.
Oh, hey, there's your camera.
AI doesn't get tired. Oh, did it just get clear?
Yeah, finally cleared up. There he is.
Yeah, it's like a rainy day, so it's just bad reception, I think, from it.
That's right. All right. Well, what do you want to talk about for 5 minutes? Because I gotta get out of here at 8.
Just get to the chat.
All right. Well, I just read some of the stuff. They've all been pretty calm. Pretty calm today. Al's shouting about anybody seen Keeper yet. I have not seen it yet. This is gonna be like,
I loved it.
This is gonna be strike 3 for Oz Perkins for me if it's not good.
It's really good. It just may not be everybody's cup of tea. Like, you're gonna, I've like Josh had issues with it, and I've heard numerous people have issues with the ending because they're left with a lot of questions, and they thought like were plot holes and shit. Like, I didn't think that they were plot holes at all. I felt like it's more of just one of those where it's meant to be very ambiguous, and for you to kind of like, you to decide a lot of, you to fill in the gaps.
Oh, you're supposed to write the story for Oz Perkins. I love that. I love when writers and filmmakers.
Well, he didn't write it.
Write the fucking story for you.
Well, he didn't write it.
Look at all of the problems with my movie. Please write my movie for me so that this is good. I love it's such an awesome new concept that talentless hacks are employing in their films. Just, dude, I don't have to explain this. The
Oz Perkins does not fit in the talentless hack category. Like, that is insane. You may not like his stuff,
people
but
have had to explain
long
legs themselves. Everybody has to rewrite the monkey to be good. You can't convince me there's any level of good writing in that film,
dude. Tons of people, including me, love that movie.
That's fine. You're allowed to like it.
You have to realize, you have to get through your thick head that just because you don't like something doesn't mean it's bad.
And you have to get through your thick head that just because you do like something doesn't mean it's good. So we both have work to do, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not calling anybody a talentless hack.
Okay, I wasn't. Okay, look.
Like,
I'm
kidding me?
I'm
sure that is insane to say that you may not like things he does, but you're like insane if you think he is talentless. Like, even just the look of his movies alone, which is the main thing a director does.
That could be his that could be his director of photography. A director of photography is responsible for translating the director's vision onto the screen. So if you have a
translating their vision.
Yeah, fine. But if the director,
you're blaming him for a story when they didn't write it. if you're gonna blame
I
them
haven't-
for a
I haven't
story
blamed
they
you
didn't
for it. I haven't
write,
seen the
then you
movie. I
got to
haven't
give
blamed
them
you for any-
credit for the
Wait,
visuals.
Wait, I haven't seen the movie yet, so I'm not blaming him for anything. I could
No, but
love this movie.
Long legs. I see.
He
I
didn't write-
thought you liked Black Coat's Daughter
I don't remember it.
because this one is much more like Black Coat's Daughter.
I-
Where,
I don't.
in
remember
my
at all.
opinion, where like Black Coat's Daughter.
Osgood Perkins did write Long Legs.
I know. I'm talking about Keeper.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm not talking about Keeper. I can't talk about Keeper yet because I haven't seen it.
And like he definitely didn't write The Monkey. That's a Stephen King story.
It's based off a Stephen King story.
Yeah, it's pretty faithful from what I know, but it's a short story.
Writers Osgood Perkins.
Yeah, he wrote the script,
Right, and that's what I'm critiquing.
but it's still based off of a Stephen King short story.
So what?
But that doesn't matter. That's not what it's not what I was talking about. I'm not talking about The Monkey, but I was saying like this one feels a lot closer to Black Coat's Daughter, whereas a lot of people are like come away not understanding it, and just because you don't understand it sometimes means you just didn't get it. And I know that sounds like a little bit but like in Black Coat's Daughter case,
that's
in,
not
in the Black
defense.
Coat's Daughter case, it's very clearly some people just didn't get it because there is everything there. And most people, the reason that movie, put Osgood Perkins on the map is because most people did get, like what that movie's about, but it's
If the
just one of
audience
those
has to write your movie
endings
for you,
where if you weren't following, that's not what I'm talking
you
about.
failed.
But that's not what I'm
just
talking
saying.
about.
I'm just saying. Well, that's how this started.
When
because I
you
started-
just because someone doesn't understand doesn't mean the stuff's not there. Just sometimes people don't pick up on all the clues or don't understand certain things. That doesn't mean it's not there. It just means that you didn't necessarily understand it. Like there's a lot of stuff in Long Legs that a lot of people didn't understand. Period. It's there. You just like there's a ton of clues and layers and things to that movie that a lot of people just didn't pick up on. And if you watch that movie a second time, there's a lot of stuff you're like, oh shit, I didn't even realize that the first time around. Like his movies have that real mysterious kind of quality where there is like, it's like a mystery. You know what I mean? You have to pick up on clues throughout, and Keeper is that way. Like, I'm not disagreeing with you that a lot of times writers try to get too cute and kind of like, don't put enough there and expect the viewer to like add.
Tony, you must be
shit.
new to the genre.
What
He
did they
said
say?
The Monkey is so much fun. Great writing since when are horror movies known for the writing? You must be new to the
Yeah, that's
genre,
bullshit.
Tony.
You can't.
Horror movies are known
can't
for
say
their
that
great
blanket.
writing. Like,
You could say okay. You
horror
could say
movies are-
slashers.
horror is one of
you
the
could
most
say like
influential genres in film because
Yeah.
of the storytelling. Please do
Yeah.
not come up in here with that bullshit. That
if
horror
you were to
movies aren't
say
known for their good writing.
slashers, like if you were to say teen slashers, that's fine. But that's the only
You can still
category
have
of
a good.
horror.
You can still have a
I know, but I'm
well-written
saying-
slasher.
I agree, but I'm saying that's the only category in horror that there are a lot of them.
Sure, yeah.
Like that is one of the issues I have with a lot of slashers is, they're like Friday the 13th, even though I love those movies, they're fucking
No, it
piss
wasn't B-movie.
poor scripts. You know what I mean? There's nothing to their scripts. But you can have, I mean, like I loved oh shit, what was Hard Eyes? I fucking loved Hard Eyes, and for like
Hard
a
Eyes is
slasher,
fantastic.
it had a really good script.
Yeah, no, Hard Eyes was fantastic. That was my sleeper of the year.
Yeah. So I'm
Well,
just saying,
was
like,
Hard Eyes.
but a lot of slashers, that is the one thing they are known for is not having a lot of story to them a lot of times. But horror in general, it's got amazing writing. I mean, The Substance last year almost won an Academy Award. That's horror.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
like friggin' The Substance, The Shining,
Nominated for best script.
Exorcist, Halloween.
Those are
I
movies
mean,
that
like,
have been nominated for Academy Awards for their scripts.
Silence of the Lambs. I mean, like there's so much.
Yep.
One
One Academy Award.
Yeah. So anyway, all right.
Misery. I mean,
Yeah.
Misery is
Oh, yeah.
insanely good. Although some people
Yeah.
try to call it thriller.
Autopsy of Jane Doe.
I don't know. I've
Taking of Deborah Logan.
always thought Misery is a horror movie.
Almost any Mike Flanagan movie is excellent. Is just excellent writing. Like Candyman.
I mean, dude,
fantastic.
what's it
script.
called? His first movie. It's like the budget is shit, the acting isn't all there, but the script is incredible.
Absentia?
What's
Yeah.
the first one?
Absentia.
Yeah. It's like that is the movie is good just because of the script. Like literally everything else isn't the greatest, but because the script is so good and the dialogue is so good and all that,
Yeah.
it makes it worth seeing.
Yeah.
Like that's
All right.
that's proof that you can get beyond your budget and but I still even would say even with that movie that less is more. If he had scaled down the cast in that, it would have been even better because all the fringe actors in that movie were awful. Like the main sisters were decent, but like whenever he had like the brother-in-law or anybody else come in the movie, they were just awful. You're just like, oh God, I can't watch this acting.
Yeah. Okay. We have
that's like the only thing that held back Strange Harvest at all is that some of the acting isn't like super, super great, but I still think that might be the best movie of the year.
It's I still got to see it. Alrighty. All right.
Cool.
That's going to do us. Thanks guys for showing up and showing out. Chat. We love you. You guys are always awesome. We will be here.
And if you want to hear my thoughts on Keeper this Friday, my video that is coming out on Friday, it's already up. I just haven't really, anyway, it comes out on Friday. The beginning, like 4-5 minutes of it is basically a review of Keeper.
Cool.
So,
and yeah, that's it. So we will be here next Wednesday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. on the West Coast, 12 a.m. over there across the pond, and whatever time it is over in Australia, because it always changes. This is the Death Rattle Podcast.
And CGI is not AI.
And we will see you next week. Bye.